Okay, guys, we're gonna make 2 videos, maybe in one, where I'm gonna show mount escape and Coach Jennifer is gonna show mount escape. And the specific one we're talking about is trap and roll. All right, so the trap and roll, really important escape. Like all escapes I mentioned before, they're gonna be chained together. And this is one from the mount that you definitely have to have as part of your chain, okay? So when I'm in the mount, you guys, practicing escaping the mount, really important, because I'll tell you, when I practice here, I think about, I want to be able to get out of this in a self-defense situation where somebody might be hitting me. Yeah, and so I'm not going to be able to just do this and stay here and try not to get submitted. I'm in my mind thinking, like, I got to get out of this if somebody was hitting me, okay? So take your mount escape seriously. This is one that you gotta have. The good news is that most people who aren't trained aren't gonna be able to stay on top of somebody who is trained. Like, it's gonna be hard. So, and this is one of the escapes that will get them, right? So the first thing I'm gonna do, besides that mindset of like, all right, I'm getting busy, because I might get hit a couple times here, but I'm getting out. I'm not gonna let them hit me very many times, all right? So as soon as if I ended up here, which, by the way, we don't want to be here to begin with. That's our number 1 escape. Prevent this. Don't end up on the bottom. Don't let anybody pass your guard. Don't let them go to mount. All right, but let's say we're here. Right away, I'm going to keep my partner down on my hips. All right, so I make a frame here, and I'm going to, a lot of times I'm going to start to work to get an elbow inside. But if they're sitting heavy on my hips, yeah, they have most of their weight on my hips, as opposed to, let's say she's kind of more floating. Yeah, she's here. Okay, where, that would be where I may go to a different escape. But when I feel they're heavy on my hips, they're pinning here, and I have them here, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep them there with one frame. And my elbows are tight. You guys, don't let your elbows float out, because that'll make things worse. When they float out, people climb up high. Yeah, and then now it gets harder for me to get out, all right? And I'm more vulnerable to attacks. Okay, so I keep them down, and I keep my elbows in close. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just trap one wrist, block this foot over here, and it just doesn't have to be perfect. I just put it next to here, and now as I'm pushing them on my hips, I'm going to move my head to the side here. So now this right side of my right shoulder is more open, and I'm gonna bridge. I'm gonna go slow, you guys, so you see what happens here. Okay, so I'm making her fall off balance as I turn. Okay, and I get up, and I'm in posture up. So now I'm in on my guard passing and prevent, getting my elbows in so I don't end up in on an attack, on the wrong end of an attack. All right, so that's a basic trap and roll. There are a bunch of details there, you guys, so you might have to watch that one many times. Coach Jennifer.
All right, go ahead, switch position. Sometimes your partner's sitting up and you're having a hard time getting their hand to pin it to their hip. So we're gonna do a bridge, get their hands to the mat, and we're gonna pick a hand to trap to our side. So we're gonna bring it to the center. I either like to grab the back of the tricep or two here, because if I go here, then he can't pull his arm out. So I secure this to my chest. I'm gonna block his leg, and then I'm gonna do another big explosive bridge in the direction that I've blocked all the legs of the stool here. So if he was a 4-legged table, I'm taking away 2 of his table legs. So I'm gonna do a big bridge in this direction, explode and come over, okay? So that's one version. I'll show you another. My partner's in mount, and they're sitting back, and I go to bridge them, but I still can't get them forward. Like, they're doing this little arch with their back. So we're gonna do a 1-legged bridge. So I'm gonna bring my knee to the middle of his back as I bridge. That helps to get his arm to the mat. And then same thing, trap the arm, block the leg, and another big explosive bridge over. There you go.